Culture wants the grand gesture, the performative milestone, the moment people can point to and say, he's arrived, or that's when it happened. And it just don't work that way. It's easy to wait for motivation. It's easy to want the results without having to do the work. It's easy to default to comfort because, frankly, comfort doesn't ask anything of you. Follow the crowd, get the crowd's results. If you want something you've never had, you'll have to do something you've never done. If you want to be somebody that you aren't, you have to change enough to actualize that version of you. None of that's going to happen overnight. It starts with a choice. For example, the choice to be wealthy. What a great choice. But it has to be followed by the actions of a wealthy person. That might look like learning financial literacy or savings and investing, or maybe some advanced techniques like trading or managing taxes or asset management. It also might mean delaying gratification long enough to realize that milestone, that goal. If you treat your disposable income as spending money instead of putting it to work, you won't be wealthy. The choice without the action is just a wish. Same with fitness. If you want to look a certain way, if you have some fitness goals, you want a six-pack, you have to think and act like somebody who's already got those things. That means paying attention to what you eat, your food selection, exercise, training, intensity, how you show up, and getting enough sleep. And none of them get you there by themselves. And none of them get you there overnight. What you shop for, what you don't shop for, how you train. You can't out-train a bad diet. You can't undersleep a good training session. They all work together. And you can't do either of them unless your head's in the game. A long time ago, I made the choice to be fit. I want to be strong. I want to be muscular. I want to be athletic. And that promise eventually just turned into identity. It's just who I am now. It's how I shop. It's how I shop in the grocery store. It's how I train. It's how I eat. It's how I sleep. And it's even how I treat myself when I'm not doing any of those things. You won't see me spending time wandering through the middle of a grocery store unless it's, to pick up condiments or some one-off ingredient for a dish I'm making for myself. But 99.9% of the time, I stick to my list. And I just don't think about it anymore. It just supports the person that I believe I am. And I have a 5-day training split. So I lift, I have push, pull, legs, accessories, etc. And on day 6, I'm not laying around. I go for a run in the morning and I do high intensity cardio. So I get my steps in. I still do some form of a workout. And none of that stuff is negotiable. It's not something that I negotiate with a prior version of myself that doesn't believe that person deserves to be fit. Same with wealth. I spend a lot of time learning about all things finances and markets. And over the last several years, I've spent a lot of time investing in my financial literacy and learning how to trade and trade options and setting money aside to invest. And so now I have the comfort, if you will, to have the time and resource to build a business. And that's what I'm spending a lot of effort and time doing now. People get praised in public for what they do in private, but the praise was never really the point. It's the private work happens for, in my view, a couple of reasons. One, it makes the identity more real. You're thinking, acting, and behaving like the person that embodies those values every single day through discipline that nobody sees. And it means someday when you get a chance to look back, you can look back at it all and say, yep, it paid off. Like I get to see my abs now, or I get to see X number of dollars in the bank account. And you're not looking for the public praise. It's just you get the evidence for yourself, the compounding effect. So every so often, you get the chance to zoom back out, and not for the purpose of proving anything to anybody. You get to have an honest look at the road you're on, and that's when you get to see it all. You get to look in the mirror after 6 months of training, and there's a new you staring back at you. Or you get to look in your bank account, and there's more dollars there than there were 6 months ago or a year ago. those small things added up repeatedly over time, you couldn't have gotten there any other way. Each and every choice and the actions that follow, they add up over time. In the moment to moment, you take the action to support the next version of yourself that you're trying to become. And then over time, as a result of all of those tens, hundreds, thousands, millions of actions, you've collected enough undeniable evidence of who you are that those actions stop requiring effort. They stop requiring discipline. They stop feeling like suffering. They're just who you are now. I hope this finds you well.